Hello everybody, this is my first video on here. My name is Tilda, I'm from Sweden, and I am madly in love with the coloring book and crafting aspect of being creative. I'm just a creative soul that loves, I guess, most things creative in general, whether it's music or if it's, I can't paint or like draw to save my life, but I enjoy coloring in other people's work. I'm quite new at it, and I figured I will share like the books I have, because I do tend to lean more towards the less mainstream stuff, but there's some of them that are mainstream, but I do tend to like care more for the Japanese or like Asian, Chinese actually as well. Some Korean books as well I do love, and obviously Eriy is, I'm showing you, I haven't even told you what I'm doing. I'm showing you my 3 Eriy, well, the Romantic Country Eriy books. I have 2 more that's also from Eriy, but I won't put them in this video because they will be long enough as it is. I'm not going to put music to the flip through because I just prefer when people talk about whether it's random stuff or what's on the page. And if you're another person that is like-minded to me and enjoy other people chatting while flipping through books, then I guess this video is for you. And if you like it, you can like, comment, and subscribe and do all that. All the stuff that YouTube loves. Anywho, this is Romantic Country, and this is the first tale, which is Kokot, the Land of Beautiful Towering Castles. This one in particular is, I guess, from the United States, since it says New York. It has a little intro and blurb. I think what fascinates me, one of the things that fascinates me the most. Oh, we're not even in frame. You're gonna have to bear with me because I don't have an overhead camera and I'm doing this for the first time. So let's hope practice makes perfect. Anyways, it's like an intro page. And what I was gonna say, what fascinates me the most with Eriy is the fact that she makes it all with a toothpick, and that's just like mind-blowing to me. I don't get, like, I can't even fucking fathom that. I guess while I'm flipping through in the beginning, I should tell everybody that this is gonna be a channel for grown-ups. There's not gonna be kids on here, and I'm gonna try and not curse when I'm astonished. But no promises made. I'm just gonna be myself, and if you like it, you like it, and if you don't, you don't. Anyways, this is called, I say this name like wrong all the fucking time. See, there she cursed. But I guess it's Kokot. And that's like a map overview. And then we have the north. And then we have the south. And it's apparently drawn by Ambrose III. Hey now. Highland town overlooking clock tower. It looks like nighttime pictures. Well, at least the first one did. This coloring book reminds me a lot of like France and the Netherlands. I don't know if that's intentional, but that is what it reminds me of. Or like Europe. in general, which obviously I'm a part of Europe since I'm in Sweden, though I'm in the northern parts. We got some, I believe, French, I assume, pastries or cakes. I was saying earlier, because I tried to do this flip through earlier and I messed up, that, like, I've heard of opera cake, I believe, the macaroon, or macaron, however you pronounce it. I definitely heard about roll cake, because we have roll cake in Sweden. There are definitely stuff I've never tried on here. Tart is also, like, I guess, common in many countries. I love the vibe of this. Can we teleport into this picture and just live life? We got some little postage. Postage? Stamps? That took me a while. I was also saying, I don't know if this little guy down here is a duck or if it's a goose. I don't actually know. Also, I love this picture. This book slightly terrifies me. Like, it scares me. It gives me a lot of anxiety. And having anxiety anyways, and then just like being a perfectionist on top of it, it does not make for a good colorist. I feel like it takes me forever to finish pages, and if there's a lot of like fear and stress about it not coming out right. So this might be one of those kinds of pictures I can't talk. One of those kinds of pictures where I can take a picture of it and then print it out with my printer, and I can paint it my first time in a way where it's like I don't have to worry about messing up the first time. Stories of castles. Another nighttime scene. These books are also, like, the paper is gorgeous. Paper in these are gorgeous. They're also super duper detailed, and as a beginner colorist, this is, like I said, terrifying because it's a lot. There's a lot of details. I would also say that this is like the less detailed one, the first one. The longer into the book series you come, the more detailed I would say they are. Me, myself, and I was gonna say me and my partner in crime, we have a cat, and we have a dog. We have a golden retriever mixed with a poodle. Not a toy poodle though, it's a medium-sized poodle. Her name is Leia, and she's a golden doodle. And she's gorgeous. And Mr. James, who's next to me, which is my cat, I don't actually know what breed he is. His mom is a gray, long-haired, gray and white cat, gorgeous, and then his dad is just a normal farmer's cat. But he's gorgeous. He's precious to me. He looks like he has a costume thing going on with fancy socks and fancy clothes. And he's gray and white like his mom. Hence, James, like James Bond, though I have a cat 007 than a James Bond 007. But that's where his name comes from. And then our golden doodle's name, Leia, is from obviously the Star Wars series. I feel like that's, quite obvious. There's a lot of stuff in here I've never tried to do before, like properly do before. So like I've never tried fabric. So this might also be one of those pages where I print it out and on like another on printed paper and practice doing fabric work, because there's a lot of fabrics in here. Like a lot of fabrics in here. And then we have more castles and night times and a garden, castle gardens. And we're on chapter 3 with more birds. Gorgeous birdies. This is also a very pretty picture. This kind of reminds me of home, like where I grew up, because it's in the woods with lots of trees and flowers around. This is less detailed. This is less daunting. This doesn't give me anxiety to look at. This page is also gorgeous. This is why I said I feel like there's Dutch or vibes from the Netherlands, or if you want to call it Holland, actually. Because the whole windmill thing is a very Dutch thing. A little bit of fallish. I feel like that's fall to me. More putty cat butts. Yes, I say putty cat and not cat because it's just what I'm used to. I noticed earlier when I was flipping through this that I actually have a printing issue in this lower corner, which I didn't know. But it's not gonna bother me too much. I think I can cover that with pencils. So it shouldn't be an issue. It's a gorgeous picture anyways. Gorgeous, gorgeous pictures. This reminds me of my grandpa. They didn't have cats, but they did have a dog in the older days. He passed away a few years ago, and he did used to play. And I used to love listening to it. So I miss him. This makes me sad, but happy at the same time. A town where general people live. Okay. Milk. Oh, and flour. This is like, this would be my dream size of milk. Because I do love milk. It's like my favorite thing to drink. And then we have a flower shop. This reminds me of when I used to work. I have worked in lots of flower shops during the years, and this kind of like makes me feel a little sad, but also excited. Got some tea. And then we got Henry books, and we got some Easter egg stuff. Oh, and some Halloween stuff too. That's a lot of bread. And some, I'm just gonna say birds, since I'm not 100% sure whether that's ducks or geese. So I have a feeling there might be geese. We got more bakery stuff. And a cute little burr. Fun fact, I guess, or well, it's not maybe a fun fact, but the reason why I say burr is because I used to have a really hard time saying bear. Because I don't know, I think about it too much, and if I think about certain words in English too much, I say them wonky. So I've just defaulted to burr rather than bear. It's the same kind of with church. I have to like really And then I think chair is also one of those kinds of like, it's just not a common thing in Sweden. Got some Christmassy stuff, some more birds, and then we have some more windmills? Words are hard. Windmills are a symbol of this village. This is why I feel like it's very Dutch inspired. Still gorgeous, obviously, nevertheless. Stunning. There's a lot of cats and dogs and like animals in general in here, so if you like that sort of stuff, you have come to the right place. They're also like a little bit Moomin-ish to me. I don't know why. I don't know if everybody grew up with Moomins in the Moominville. But that's like one of big part of my childhoods. There's this, like I said, a lot more fabric in here. So if I want to practice, maybe I'll be like really good at fabrics and woods and bread. Or not necessarily bread, but a lot of food stuff is in here. And house stuff as well. And castles. Lots of castles, which is not a bad thing either. The last part is like little pictures, little images of everything, and then it tells you about the picture. And those are the last few pages. And then there's a attached poster where you can like cut things out and put it up in a little thing, which has detached. There's no point in me trying to show you this because it's giant and I can't fit it in a frame. I tried, wasn't happening. So that's the first one. We'll switch out to the second one. Maybe try and do it a little bit quicker because, you know, we got time. This is Cocotte, Romantic Country, the second tale. This is also St. Martin's Griffin. And this is also the US edition. We got another map of Cocotte. This one is already more detailed than the first one. So it's gonna probably take me a while before I actually start coloring in these, because yeah, terrifying. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce some of these names because I won't be able to. But this is the fairies then, and then we have the witch dwelling forest. These are also really detailed. Like, I'm still mind blown the fact that she does all this with a toothpick. Who does that? That's amazing. More gorgeous picture. There's a lot of like nighttime pictures in here too. Like if you want to practice that, and then you have some Christmassy stuff. This gives my anxiety a run for its money. It's also a lot. I guess it's a lot of food and bread, so I guess maybe it's not that bad. But to me, it's slightly terrifying. We have some crests, more nighttime castles, and some magic stuff. I think it's magic anyways. I mean, it's a unicorn. How can it not be magical? That is so adorable. I love that. He's just like chilling out. Don't mind me. This is also very detailed, but gorgeous. This one as well gives me anxiety, but it's also stunning. This one as well is also really pretty with all the people. We got some lakeside mountains. This would be like, that is a lot of metal. I don't actually know what can't remember what those are called in English, but in Swedish they're called orgel. It's like a church thing. More Dutch inspired, I'd say. This is different, very different from the rest of the book. Because it's like, oh, it's a baby. It's a baby and its mama. This one also kind of terrifies me, even though it's mostly crystal, which is, I'm learning is quite simple. The light source would obviously have to come from this side, and I don't know. I'm not very good with the whole light source thing. It's like something I need to learn, so that's not gonna happen in a while. Like a little pirate bird. Maybe it's not really a pirate. It looks a little bit like a pirate. Got some specimen box of the seas. Some undersea area like stuff too. And then we got fairies and Works on nature. That's also a lot. Gotta do it with a shoe, with a giant shoe, and then his like area where he works. Some keys and stuff. Some giant teapots. Or maybe the people are just tiny. Because we are in fairyland. A fairy house. More fairy houses. She is gorgeous. She's stunning. I really want to do this picture at some point. The mermaid. Love this one as well. I have a thing for mermaids. Well, mythical creature in general, but I do love mermaids and sirens, and it's just my thing. We got some witches. A lot more witches. But as you can see, this one is way more detailed than the first one. I do love this too. It's lots of lamps though, but I do love it. A little bit of Easter. Some owls, some Halloween stuff. Halloween is not really celebrated in Sweden. I mean, it is the more the years go on. But when I was little, like little, we didn't really celebrate it. And though, like, the older I got, the more we celebrated it. We always used to like do like pumpkins and stuff with my mama. So, and then we do dress up for my sister's kids, and the kids dress up and we paint them and do stuff like that for Halloween nowadays. Living the best auntie life. Pancake party, that's some nice stacking. I don't know how I feel about the fish on there though. Oh, we got some elephants and foxes. I do love elephants and I do love foxes as well. We got a giant clock. This reminds me of like that influencer shot from Turkey that's like everywhere. And then we have these pictures again in the back. Tells you a little bit about it. And then This Has Come Loose Again, which is another poster, which I'm not going to show because I can't at all fit it in frame. So that's the second one. And then we only have the third one left. This for some reason has another like, oh, I guess actually the other two are the English versions. And this is the Japanese version. And I don't know if that's why the cover on this one is more matte and greeny, because the other ones are shiny. This is the third tale. I do not know what this one is called, because it's all in Japanese and I don't speak Japanese. Obviously you can use Google Translate and try and figure stuff out. There's some more information and like a little blurb from the author. And then we have, it's the same basic layout, I guess. It's like the maps. Oh, I'm not in frame. There we go. Paper is slightly different in this one. I feel like maybe it's a little bit softer than the American ones. Still gorgeous paper, thick and nice. Here we got northern parts of Kokot. I almost said it wrong again. Then we got the south and a bunch of islands. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. We got nutcrackers and like Christmassy stuff. This is also more detailed, like than the other two, obviously. So I feel like this is brown and not black. Line work. That's also very intense. Another courtyard. We got some South farm style stuff. Maybe some winemaking or maybe grape jam, who knows. a little bit of Halloweeny and lots of food in here. I feel like you'd be really good at food as well. Foods and flowers. Maybe not realistic flowers, but you'd get a feel for color selection anyways. We got some more stamps and cards. This one is also kind of anxiety inducing. We got some more metal work. And then more castles. This is gorgeous. School not so much, but the other side is. But they look like really like European inspired to me. I don't know if they are. Obviously, I don't know if they are, but it's what they look like to me. This looks kind of a little bit like Russianish or like Northern Scandinavian. Well, I guess Scandinavia is the northern part of Europe, so. But it looks a little bit Russian too. And this looks more like maybe Middle Eastern, Moroccan, African, Turkish. As you can see, it's bloody gorgeous. It's like stunning. It's literally stunning. And even if I don't color in this, like if I would leave it bare and I would never color in it, I'm like forever gonna cherish these pictures because they're stunning. They're gorgeous. Like I said, I've said it before, the fact that she does this with a toothpick to me is amazeballs. That's how I feel about that. This reminds me of Midsummer, not like the scary movie Midsummer. Doesn't remind me of that because Midsummer, we actually celebrate that in Sweden and it's nothing like the movie because that's what I've understood like a scary one, which I don't watch. This is one of my favorite pictures out of all of them. All three of them, this is probably my favorite pictures. And I would probably have bought the book just for this picture. But I do love all, like, pretty much I would say 99% of pictures in here. Actually, I love all of them. It's just some of them are a little bit anxiety inducing. Some more Halloween. We got some magic potions. We got a pretty little dragon, or maybe not so little. Gorgeous nevertheless. A teapot house. I guess we're into fairies again. And then we got the whole little pictures in the back. And then I think it's more of a shadow box rather than a poster in the back of this one. I'm sorry I went a little bit fast at the end, but that's because I need to get under 35 minutes and we're already at 28. So that's the 3 romantic country books. Stunning Eriy. I will show the other 2 that I have in another video. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit and what I do and what I love. If you like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff that the video. That's what happens when you mix YouTube and video. All the stuff that, the YouTube algorithm loves. And I hope you enjoyed this flip through. And I hope you'll enjoy getting to know me. And I'll talk to you at another time. Toodles!